Grizzlies fans, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You guys fell victim to the slightly biased curse. I was not streaming the game. I didn't stream the Wizards Sixers game because I knew that game was going to be trash, and it was. And then I said, all right, I'm just not going to go live for the night game either. I got a busy day tomorrow, whatever. And then Grayson Allen hit that 3 to tie the game. I said, okay, I got to go live right now. I get everything set up, and by the time that everything's up and running, it's a tie game. The moment I hit live, the moment people start coming into chat, the Jazz go on a 10-0 run. I'm sorry, Grizzlies fans. You guys did not deserve the slightly biased curse, and I apologize for it, okay? I honestly wasn't planning on doing a recap video. Well, I was going to do a little bit where I was like, all right, guys, let's talk about the best moments from today's game, and the video is just going to end right there because it was a dog shit slate of games until the night game. So now I feel like I do have to talk about it. I'll save the Jazz and Grizzlies game for last because I don't have much to say about these other 3 games because they're all terrible. Heat get embarrassed. They get blown out of the stadium. They get swept by the Bucks. Bucks look scary. Giannis really didn't even play that great today, scoring-wise at least, until the second half where he started to pick it up. He did have a triple-double, though. It just impacted the game a lot of different ways. Brook Lopez was phenomenal tonight. Brook Abdul-Jabbar, he had a great game. Drew Holiday didn't really even do much. Chris Middleton really didn't even do much again until the second half, and they dominated. I mean, he played a very good first half. I was thinking, man, we were saying on stream, if the Heat looked like this all series, this could be a somewhat competitive series. And then the Bucks just embarrassed them the rest of the way. It's over for the Heat. I don't know what they do. Because they have a lot of guys who are restricted free agents or unrestricted free agents. They have a lot of question marks. Are we ever going to get that MVP level Jimmy that we had in the bubble? Are we ever going to get that Tyler Hero we had in the bubble? Is Bam ever going to develop into what we think he can? We gave him a max contract. Those are all the questions they're going to have to address. But they're still in an okay spot, right? They still have a pretty talented roster. And they will have some money, and they are kind of in a position to make some moves. So I will be interested to see what they do. But a very disappointing season for them, and an embarrassing effort. You saw Udonis Haslam throwing chairs. I saw funny shit on Twitter like, bro, you have a jersey on. You're on the active roster. Why don't you get out on the fucking floor? I thought that was funny. But yeah, just an embarrassing performance from the Heat. Really, not much to say. Jimmy Butler had a pathetic series. Just terrible. That's what I was saying earlier. If you're the Heat, you have to genuinely ask yourself, all right, is Jimmy ever going to be at that level again? Because if not, we have to make drastic moves. I'm not saying trade Jimmy, but I'm saying we can no longer look at Jimmy as a number 1. That might be the case. All right, let's move on to the next game, Nuggets Trailblazers. I want to spend maybe 30 seconds on this game. What is there to say? Trailblazers absolutely blow them out. Great game from Norman Powell. If you were to tell me going into the game that Damian Lillard would have 10 points on one made field goal, I would say, oh my God, the Blazers are going to get laughed out of the building. And they end up laughing the Nuggets out of the building. So, I mean, the Nuggets stand no chance, right, if Jokic is not playing well. They stand 0 chance. It's not like the Blazers. You see the Blazers can win when Dame has a bad game because Norman Powell had a great game. CJ was pretty solid. But for the Nuggets, if Jokic isn't playing well, they're fucked. And you saw that today. So this series is tied 2-2. I could see this going 7, and I could see it being one of those series where, like, it goes 7, but no game is competitive. That's the way it's been so far. I hope that's not the case because those series actually suck. Those series actually suck because it's 7 games of suckage. So we'll see. 76ers, Wizards, I'll spend 0 time talking about this. I mean, the Wizards are just outclassed. It is what it is. We knew this going into this series. I mean, I don't know why people on Twitter are freaking out. I don't know why Wizards fans are freaking out. You guys knew you were outmatched. You guys didn't think you were going to win the series, did you? Surely not. I mean, a sweep was in the cards a mile away. I thought Russ probably had his best game of the series. Beal did not play well at all. And I don't know. Joel Embiid is unstoppable. Like, Joel Embiid's an unstoppable force. So I don't really know what there is to say about this game. There's next to nothing. To say about this game. And then we have the nightcap, the Jazz and the Grizzlies. This Grizzlies team, I'm not ready to count them out. I don't think it's impossible that they win game 4. I don't think it's impossible that they win game 4 at home and tie the series and have it be 2-2 going back to Utah. That, honest to God, would not surprise me because this team just has no quit. They have 0 quit. There are times where this game looked like it was going to be a blowout. And the Grizzlies, time and time again, just kept fighting back. Kept clawing themselves back in. And it starts with Ja Morant. This dude is fucking fearless. How many times throughout the course of these 3 games so far have we seen Ja Morant go right at Rudy Gobert? How many times? And credit to Rudy Gobert because he played great tonight too. But how many times have we seen Ja Morant just go right at him? There is no fear in this Grizzlies team. The one concern I have for them is that they're good too soon, if that makes sense. Like, I think if they were, I don't want to say tanking, But I think if they had one more year of like rebuilding and Ja Morant growing and maybe them being a little bad or a little, you know, below average as a team, and they get a pretty decent, you know, draft pick and get either another star to pair with Ja Morant if they get lucky in the lottery, or just a really, really good role player, that would have been huge for them. But Ja Morant being as good as he was, and some of these young guys developing a little bit quicker than maybe they anticipated, has kind of led them to this point where they're now a competing team. And that's the one negative. That it might have been too quick, but, you know, obviously you don't care about that if you're a Grizzlies fan or the Grizzlies front office, because Ja Morant is a fucking killer. Dillon Brooks, you love his fight, man, but that last like 3 or 4 minute stretch was rough. It was tough to watch. It was tough to watch for my boy Dillon Brooks. It really was. Terrible shot after terrible shot, and then fouled out on a terrible foul, fouling Donovan Mitchell on a 3-point shot. Donovan Mitchell, big time takeover there towards the end. Same with Gobert. Those two had a stretch where they scored like 9 or 12 straight points for the Jazz to close out the game. Mike Conley had a fantastic game. He's had a very, very good series so far. And that's the thing with this Jazz team. You just have shooting up and down the board. 19 made threes for them on 44% shooting from behind the arc. We know that's what they do. For the Grizzlies, it's pretty tough for them to keep up with that, you know, because especially when, you know, Dillon Brooks is shooting as poorly as he did tonight. Jaren Jackson, 1 of 5. Kyle Anderson, 1 of 5. Grayson Allen hit some huge shots. His best game of the series by far. But I do think the Grizzlies can steal game 4. I really do. And then it's 2-2 with 3 games left. And it becomes a best of 3. And anything is possible, I guess. I don't know. But this Grizzlies team, it's hard to watch and not root for them. It really is, because they got so much fight. They got so much dog in them. Ja Morant, it's hard. It's impossible to not root for Ja Morant. It really is. You cannot watch Ja Morant and not root for him. And same can be said with Dillon Brooks, really. So, again, I'm not even a Grizzlies fan. I just, like, after I watch a Grizzlies game, I'm like, man, I'm proud of this team. I'm not even a fan. I don't even give a fuck about them. But after the game ends, I'm like, yeah, I'm proud of these boys. It's like I'm a diehard been a fan for 20 years. I don't care at all about them. But it's just hard not to feel that way when you watch them. They're a very likable team, and you have to respect their effort throughout the entire play-in tournament and so far and throughout this series. They have shown fight every single second of the way. So you got to give them props for that. That's pretty much all I got. We have a full slate of games tomorrow. I am for sure streaming the Hawks-Knicks game at noon Central Time. I am for sure streaming the Lakers-Suns game. I think that's at like 2:30 Central Time. We'll see. We'll see about the Celtics-Nets game, but obviously Mavs-Clippers, it's go time, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, game 4, huge game. We all know what the fuck's going on. Again, terrible slate of games. I was not preparing to do this post-game video because like these games sucked up until that Jazz Grizzlies game. So that's all I got for you guys. Like and subscribe. You guys know the drill, right? Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.